All right, welcome to math. We're getting into your math workbooks today. So the first page is just a review of our learning goals and some key definitions and strategies. So you can refer to that as we roll on. And the first page, we're just going to start it down here. So on this page, what we're looking at is patterns that repeat, and your job is to extend the pattern with the fill in the blanks and also identify the core of the pattern. So I wrote some terms down just on my version, and here it says a term, remember, is each item in the pattern. So every item is a term, and the core is the part that repeats. So in the first pattern, we have big Y, small y, big, medium, small. So even though the pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 terms, the part that repeats is only 3 terms. So I put a box around here. You could circle the part that repeats, and then you're going to go on and fill the blanks in. For question 2, it says, same thing, circle the part that repeats, and then fill in the missing section. You got to be careful with some of these because they are trickier. This first one, we have gray square, white square, gray, gray. Gray square, white square, gray, 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 white, gray, gray. So there's 4 terms in the core of this pattern. So I circled 4 and away we go. And then down to the bottom, same thing. The last question just wants you to circle the core of the pattern. So you can do that for those questions. And then on the back side of the page, it says, compare the 2 patterns. How are they the same and how are they different? So this pattern here, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this one, we have circle, happy face, circle, happy face, circle, happy face. So they're the same because we could describe them both as maybe A-B patterns. They just kind of rotate between 2 different things back and forth. So they're both A-B patterns. We just call them A-B patterns. They're both repeating patterns. They both have 2 terms in the core. So I put 3 things down, but I'm only asking you to put down one thing for how they're the same and one thing for how they're different. So how are they different? Well, I can say pattern A uses numbers and pattern B uses shapes. And if I want to be really fancy, I could say as their attributes, because the attribute is the part of the pattern that changes. So that's another key word that we will be kind of investigating. This next one's interesting. You got 2 number patterns, 2837, 2837, 2837, and 3948, 3948, 3948. So I see a couple similarities here. There are a couple differences as well. Just going to use my drawing tool, and I'm going to circle in one of the patterns the core. So the part that repeats is this part here, 2837, and then the pattern restarts 2837, 2837. So there are 4 terms in the core of this pattern. I wonder if that would be a similar, something the same, or something different with the other pattern. Question 5 says the repeating part of each pattern is described. And I want you to draw or write the pattern for the first 9 pictures or numbers. We could say the first 9 terms, each part of a pattern. Same number, different number. So use that information to make a pattern that fits the rule. And then finally, it says use blocks to model each repeating pattern, circle the pattern core, then describe each pattern. So we're going to look at the blocks in the pattern, we're going to circle the core, and then use words to describe how the pattern works. And that's it. That's what we're doing for today. If we get finished that, we might take a look at this next page altogether. Gets a little trickier after that.